Welcome to ElitMind Academy Podcast, ElitTalk. ElitTalk is a breakthrough technology, AI and ML data and cloud-oriented podcast created by top experts in the field of MDW solutions and analytics. Together with our guests, we present the newest updates in leading technology vendors.
Hi, welcome to ElitTalk. Today we'll be talking about AI technologies. My name is Maciej and I am with
Michael. Hi Maciej, nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you. We are both AI consultants in ElitMind.
Yeah, and today we'll talk about the newest things in the AI world and also the new things that happened during the Microsoft build.
Yeah, so have you seen the announcements? There were a lot of great news for us. I'm talking about MS build announcements and especially GPT-4o.
The 4 Omni is like a game changer for the
this
IT
is
world.
huge. So do you know what are the best benefits for us as developers?
Yeah, I think there are like two different things when it comes to 4 Omni model, both for the developers and for the clients, especially for the clients, I would say, because this model is much quicker than the previous deployments.
Yeah, that's true. So when I saw the announcement from Microsoft, the next day in the morning, I deployed the model in our sandbox environment, and I saw that the responses were really fast. So I am talking about 1 second or less
Really?
than. Yes.
So how it compared with the previous? The
You
best?
know, because we are here since February, and in February we are using or consuming the 3.5 turbo model, which was also, let's say, quick,
Yeah,
but
it was
not
pretty
so
quick.
quick as 4.0, but still it is in preview mode. So it is available in United States only, so we have 2 regions.
So how it goes for the European products? Like the projects that are happening inside Europe.
Yeah, so I think that there will be bigger latency because we are here in Europe and we have to call something that is stored in the US. But remember that it is in preview, so we can leverage the advantages of that model, like the answers that they're providing us are really good. We can use Polish language, which is better right now.
Yeah, I heard like the 4.0 multimodal capabilities allow you to use multiple languages, and it's multilingual also, so it works much better.
Yes, so remember when in February we had projects and we were leveraging this 3.5 turbo.
Yeah.
There was also GPT-4 available, but it was very slow.
Yeah, like for the production it was pretty slow.
Yes, so because the responses were like 1 minute.
Oh yeah,
And
it was
it
lagging.
was
The latencies.
unacceptable for our clients. So we had to think about how to make it faster. So we had to implement something that is called streaming, but it was
I remember.
But it is a little bit tricky both for front end and back end. So you have to do a lot of job in both layers. So, but now in the beginning of May, we had this 4 turbo available in Azure, and then in the end of May we had this 4.0 that is a huge difference for us. And we have a project, for example, where they are implementing streaming functionality still in 4, but you can forget about that.
That's amazing. Do you think the 4.0 is ready for production projects?
I don't think so, because it is still in preview. So we have to remember that there can be some bugs, etc. And in production you can't make it happen.
Yeah, but looking like how quick Microsoft is making those models out of the preview, probably it won't be a long wait to just make this model more available.
Yes, that's true. But for example, we have one project that we are using it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it is. You remember this project about speech functionality?
Yeah, we're implementing this speech.
Yeah, where the customer is calling a consultant, and you are wearing your headphones, and you are listening to the bot.
That was a fun project.
Yes, that was a fun project
with many like discoveries, technical discoveries.
For example, this text-to-speech functionality or speech-to-text functionality were implemented.
They are working like amazingly. How quick they are right now.
Yeah, and I know that there is something new in Azure. It is called avatars.
Yeah, exactly. Like they added a new function. It's still in preview, of course, but it's text-to-speech avatars, which is a function that allows you to generate artificial persona.
Okay, so I know that you were in hackathon last week in Switzerland. Did you use that?
Yeah, like last week we were in Switzerland as an Elite Mind mentors with Azure and AI technical staff, and we were helping. And one of the projects used this AI avatars function. Mm-hmm. It is very, very fun.
Yeah. So how it works exactly? So is there something new that we have to know, like language or something like that?
Yeah. This function is connected to the text to speech, but also to the SSML language. Have you heard about it?
No.
So this is like an XML-based markup language that allows you to coordinate your speech, like modify your prosody, the speed of speech, mm-hmm. and also for the avatars to make a custom gestures, to like make your custom avatar mm-hmm. Do some hand gestures or just to follow your instructions.
Okay, so is it using only English language, or we can just switch to another one?
Yeah, it's multilingual, so there are a few different languages, and there's also an option that understands a few languages at once.
Mm-hmm, perfect.
Also, it's similar with Omni.
Yeah, so it's a good thing that we can use in our project in speech.
Definitely. Yeah. Also, I think like when it comes to multilingual capabilities, they changed the tokenizer in for Omni, which is also amazing for different projects.
What does it mean?
It means that, do you know what tokenizers are?
Probably yes.
Yeah, so it changes the stream of words into the tokens that are used by the large language model, and you remember that different languages are using different kind of tokens. So especially if you are using non-English languages like Polish or maybe some Arabic languages, mm-hmm. Before it was very token costly to generate those tokens. Mm-hmm. But right now, during the 4.0 era, you can really go down with the token amount using your LLM.
Okay, perfect. So everything is changing right now, and everybody is working on their own area or layers in LLM world.
Yeah. I also think the 4.0 is cheaper, isn't it?
Yes, it's cheaper than for Turbo.
Yeah.
So we can use it with less amount of money. And I'm also thinking about the technologies, because we know that LLMs are rapidly changing our world, but there are some frameworks that we can leverage in our projects, like, do you know LangChain?
Yeah, LangChain is amazing. I think you have a lot of experience with it right now. Yeah,
so in the same project with speech, we also were using LangChain to build our application, because LangChain gives us the possibility to, for example, use multiple queries to OpenAI in the same time. So
it was more like an agent than just a simple RAG.
Yes, you have a lot of options when you are using a LangChain framework.
What is like the biggest difference between chatbot, let's say, and an autonomous agent?
What is the biggest difference? So maybe you are talking about RAG.
Yeah, exactly, about RAG application.
We know that in LLM we have a knowledge that he's taught. Yeah, so we are just producing tokens when we are giving a query. and the LLM is responding us fastly. But if you want to add something new, some new knowledge, like private knowledge, like in every company we have private knowledge that we would like to use in our chatbot.
Like the intranet knowledge, yes?
Yes, the intranet knowledge. And that is a problem because LLM doesn't know this knowledge. And we have to somehow add it to our project. And the one technique is to add this knowledge in a prompt, because prompt is something that is going to the OpenAI.
Yeah.
And we can there add knowledge and ask a bot to answer based on that knowledge.
What is like the biggest problem when adding those knowledge to prompt, like the biggest issue that happens to it?
Yeah, so of course we have to, because the knowledge can be vast.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of data, and we have to choose the best data that probably will fit to our question. So we have to get the appropriate data and put it to the prompt. So that is at the retrieval phase. Yeah. So for example, in Azure we have AI search service that gives us the index in which we have data.
Yeah, I just looked at during this Microsoft build, they also added some new capabilities to the AI search.
Yeah.
Like they added the score threshold function that allows you to just...
It is perfect.
Yeah, it is amazing for our projects.
Yes, and what is more, I saw that there was some weightenings in the multi-vector queries. It is very technical, but very useful for us.
Especially if you want to like have different weights for the vector query, vector embedding query, and the keyword query.
Yes.
You can just experiment with these weights, and this is such a good functionality.
Yes, of course. So this is how RAG exactly is. And the LangChain is giving us this RAG framework, let's say, because we can implement retrievals like AI search index. We can switch between different models like OpenAI or Mistral or Llama or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that also Microsoft recently released a small language model, the 5.3.
Yeah. So the potential is huge, absolutely. So what we were encouraging during the implementation of our speech project was that LangChain is a huge framework, and sometimes we had some problems with debugging the application.
The LCL is the...
Yes, the LCL is a language that was implemented by LangChain.
Such a new thing. Like
such a new thing, but it is perfect. It is perfect for developers, yeah. However, sometimes you don't know what is exactly doing because you are putting something in the beginning of the chain and you have the response in the end and you don't know what happens inside.
Yeah, so the flow is like hidden.
Yeah, the flow is hidden. It was difficult to investigate what happened.
So have we had any technical discoveries during this project?
Yes, of course. You can, for example, because LangChain is a framework with a lot of surrounding technologies, and LangChain is proposing something what is called Langsmith.
I heard about it, but I think it's quite expensive.
Yes, so it is not free, and we want to utilize some open source technologies. And I found recently that there is a LangFuse that we can use in our project. So LangFuse is, let's say, governance application that is bound with our application. And what gives us LangFuse is that we can, for example, see in the traces of our application, so we exactly know what happened in our application. Yeah, so we can split the chain into pieces and see what happened from the beginning.
I heard there are also some prompt managing possibilities inside the LangFuse.
Yes, of course, it is also a great idea because in Azure we can use Azure Function, let's say, to build our orchestrator API that will handle all the requests. And if you want to change your prompt, you have to think about it well. So one option is to store a prompt in a variable. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and
but
the prompt
it is not very,
optimization, it's like a big part of developing.
Yeah,
those
but it
kinds
is
of
not very
products.
convenient.
Yeah.
So we would like to have a tool where we can change prompts directly from a web UI, for example, where there is a user from business that can change our prompt. And it is possible in Langfuse. So there is a place where you can change your prompt or store a lot of prompts and pick one to use it in production. So that is very nice. And
It's very useful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So are there any more useful capabilities of the Langfuse library?
So yeah, you have, for example, you have a dashboard there where you can see how much money they spend for your application, and you can, for example, filter by a model.
So it's useful not only for the developers, but I think the client.
Of course. The client can see in one page that he's consuming a lot of money.
Impressive,
Yeah. So, and what is more, I think that you have the latency dashboards.
That is very important.
Yes, that is very important. So you can see how much time does it take to OpenAI to answer the query. So we saw that if the query is small, you can get the answer back in a second. But if you are asking for I don't know, for reasoning or for something that will take some time, it is taking more time. I think that we have ended our topics.
Yeah, I think this MS Build was very fascinating place for the event for the AI field, and I think we should have a look for the newest additions to those products.
Yeah, so we have a lot of months this year, and we'll see what will happen.
It's only June, and so many things happened since January.
A lot of happened since January, so we'll see what will be next. And for sure, we have to see the next MS Build announcements and etc.
Yeah, I cannot wait for it.
That's all from my end and from Michael. And
that's also from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Maciej.
Thank you.